Good night and welcome to our essay workshop. I'm here to show you the parts of an argumentative essay, or at least the structure that we need to follow for our written assignment number 2. I have highlighted the parts of the argumentative essay with different colors: yellow for thesis, green for arguments, orange for counter arguments, and blue for references and facts. I will upload this essay to Google Classroom, and also I will leave the link in the description section so you can download this to your computer and take advantage of this example to improve your essay. This one is a little bit longer, and I will try to do a shorter version that fits better with the instructions I gave you. But the other characteristics of this essay are okay, and I write this according to the assessment table. So first thing you need to know, you need to put a title, and the title is this: fashion industry does good on people. You don't have to write title then 2 points. You just write the name of the essay, and please do not forget to do this, because that will be pointless. And also I recommend to you to write this after you finish writing your essay, because it is easier to name something that already exists. Because if you start writing your title, then the essay could change uh, while you are writing it, and then you will have to change the name several times. So do this at the end of your writing. Then what it is also very important is that you write several paragraphs. I don't want like one big paragraph like this. Look, this is not like the best thing to do, because this is very hard to read. This this is like a big column of text, and it is confusing, and I don't know where is the introduction, what are the arguments, where is the conclusion. So for better, leave space between paragraphs, right? That is the best thing you can do. The first paragraph is introduction. The body is the paragraphs that are in the middle, the paragraphs before the last paragraphs, which in this case there are three of them, three paragraphs for the body, because I write three arguments. And you should also have three paragraphs, because you should write three arguments. Remember from the writing assessment, the reading activity, the instructions, you have to write about three things. The two are already established, and the third one, which is something that comes from your mind. And also, this is very important: do not forget to write an argument from your own idea. Okay, now let's go back to this. And well, the last paragraph is the conclusion, and I recommend you to write this in conclusion, comma. Please do this, is easier, and after that you should write your thesis. This will be the best thing you can do with your conclusion, and you'll get a lot more points in the coherence and structure criteria. And at the end, you have to write the number of words. Please do this. Do not forget to do it. It's very important that you count your words, so I can check your essays quicker, and it helps me to evaluate or to assess your performance. Now, as you can see, the thesis is in the first paragraph. It has to be in the first paragraph, otherwise the coherence part of your essay will be bad and will get like 0 points. Okay, do not forget to write your thesis in the introduction. This is very important, guys. Please do it. And also, while you are writing your introduction, you should write a couple of arguments. In this case, I write one in green and I also write two counter arguments. Remember that a counter argument is a reason we write to establish that the opinion from the person who disagrees with us is wrong. Do you understand me? It's like, for example, let's say, well, in this topic, I say that the fashion industry does good on people. So my counter argument is, okay, you think the fashion industry is bad, but if there wouldn't be a fashion industry, then your grandma, your mother, or your parent, or yourself will have to knit your socks. And knit is like the process of making clothes. So this is a counter argument. I am telling you that it's stupid to think that it shouldn't be a fashion industry because it's necessary. And this is how counter arguments works. And also, I include a fact as a hook. Remember from the first video. This is very important to include a fact because it gathers the attention of the reader. And how I get this? So since one of my ideas was to support no, one of my ideas was to make people understand that the fashion industry employs millions of people and that is good for families because families have an income to buy their food, their clothes, and pay their education. So I did not create this number. I just went to Google and I write how much employees are in the fashion industry. I click on the first result and I get to this page which name is Fashion United. I don't want you to get like facts from Wikipedia because that is not very reliable, but this kind of pages are good. I did not evaluate like the source, but it seems very professional and it seems not to be a scam, and I get the facts, the numbers from here. And I write this, there were 57.8 million people in 2014 according to Fashion United. This is very important that you write it, and I will show you in the next examples how to cite your sources, working to produce and sell those goods. Okay, this is a good hook. And for example, my second argument, well, my first argument was the appearance of an individual is important because your image talks about yourself. And I found this article in Forbes. You are judged by your appearance, and I just had to put, I just had to write in the search engine importance of people's appearance. So I found this article from Forbes and I selected it because Forbes is a reliable business page. I don't know if Quora is a good source since it is made up by the opinion of other people. So I read this article, which is already here, and he cites several studies from universities in the United States. And what I did in my essay was to write that T. Kiesel cites at least 7 studies, which is true. He gives 7 examples, which concludes, which is like the summary of the results, that people appearance is important when receiving your paycheck. That is that people who has a better appearance get more pay. Do you understand? People who have good appearance have higher wages. So this is the second fact. And the third fact I include was this. Even though some clothes prices are too damn high, that doesn't mean you should stop buying your medicine food because of a dollar suit. And a counter argument was that maybe the problem is not that we spend too much on clothes, but that we should pay a couple of cents more. And this is because some people get paid too little by the producers of clothes. So if people will pay like 20 cents more for your t-shirt, these people will have a better standard of living. And I get this information from the Business Insider here. Here's how little H&M, you know this store, will have to raise t-shirt prices to pay its Bangladesh factory workers a living wage. So I put that these numbers were obtained by the Business Insider and the math was done by Oliver Betcher. And I write this. Remember that we have to be honest with the information we got because I didn't do this math, it was done by Oliver Betcher. And finally, in the conclusion, you have to write again your thesis, otherwise, your conclusion is wrong and it is misguiding because then I wouldn't know if you agree or disagree with yourself. But if you are like logical, you should agree with yourself. So, guys, this is all I have to show you today. I hope this was useful. And tomorrow, if I have enough time, I will show you how do I evaluate this criteria, vocabulary, coherence, structure, spelling, and grammar. So I will try to write another example which shows you how I correct the essay and how I evaluate its performance, your performance on writing an essay. So thank you guys. Have a good sleep. Do not forget to bring your St. Patrick's things. Do not forget to practice the song. Do not forget to bring the chocolate. Do not forget to bring the cake. And I encourage you to read the history of the St. Patrick Battalion. It is very interesting and you will love it. So cheers. Goodbye, guys.